Oh my God, the embarrassment, the shame, the losing face, and the pain you can avoid if you just apply what you learned in this video. I had a friend growing up who would say, remember, guys, we're not going there to get laughed at. No matter where you go in life, whether it's a video, on a stage, deliver a speech, I know you're not getting there, you're not going there to get laughed at. So if you can avoid at all costs these memory blanks, sitting there like a duck with your mouth open, wondering, what was I going to say again? Okay. If you've ever seen someone on stage blank out, you know how bad it is. And if it ever happened to you, my heart goes out to you. Let's make sure that this never happens again. Without memorization, without oh, whoa, whoa, objection, Cam, I can hear you. This is not about scripting your video. This is not about hiding a teleprompter underneath the camera on the Zoom calls to make sure, try to see that your eyes don't move, or have the AI software that your eyes remain the same as you're reading like this. No, no, no. This is about removing 80% of all public speaking problems in one fell swoop and thinking about stuff in a different way so that you can, first off, get in on that camera, and on that camera is you get out there, kick butt, take names, and multiply your income, impact, and influence on stage, on camera, in meetings, and no matter where you have to speak. By the way, I'm Sly, helping you monetize your message on stage, on camera, and in meetings. Enough about me. All right, so first things first. A few years back, I was invited in as a speaker trainer for the Super Learning System. You know these guys that get on, like, they have Guinness World Records of memorizing deck cards and performing memory feats? Well, 8-time world memory champion Dominic O'Brien had a thing called the Super Learning System. And I was brought in as a speaker trainer for the kids. Now that you're all memory geniuses, here's how to go speak to have influence in the world. So I get there, and the guy before me was teaching the kids how to deal with bullies. And I come in and I say, kids, this is beautiful. Listen to everything that he said, but there is one bully he has not mentioned, and it is the bully between your two ears. If you do not address the silent thoughts that you have, if you're stressed out, there's a thing called social pressure in life. When you go out to speak somewhere and you tell your parents or you speak with your friends about going out to speak, people say, oh, I hope it goes well. There's kind of a social hypnosis that makes it so that it is stressful. So even sometimes before you do it, they imply stress on it. This is normal in our society. 70% of people are terrified of public speaking. It is the norm. It is normal, but it is not natural as in the natural world. Like, have you ever seen a squirrel be afraid of being a squirrel in front of other squirrels? It just makes no sense at all. So what happens for a lot of people, and then I show them this trick, okay? This is how you avoid 80% of all public speaking problems, including forgetting your words, blanking out, sweating, shaking, thinking you're an idiot, and not doing it, so that you not grow your business as fast or as big as it could, or you not progress in your career as fast or as big as you could because you think, I'm not good at this. I'm introverted. I'm shy. Whatever you put after I am, be careful for that word you put after that. Okay? Just watch out about this. Let's come back here. So I tell them, okay, so a lot of people, they get on stage, very often third grade, fourth grade, and then they don't know what they're talking about subject they tried to memorize the night before, or try to read and memorize and do a bunch of stuff. And then they get on stage and they forget their words, look like an idiot. People go, ha, ha, you stupid. Then their sense of self caves in like this. And when you're a child, you don't have yet the inner capacity to differentiate. Like, you think you are a body. You don't realize yet that you have a body. And some people, like, later on realize, oh, I'm not even my mind. I have a mind. You don't know yet that you are the observer and the internal consciousness. So it's like, gut punch to the chest. You just feel like an idiot and caved in. So you try to hide that. Next time around, you go like this. And you get on stage, and then you forget. Again, your parents tell you it's stressed out. The social pressure tell you it's supposed to be bad. You get out there, make a fool of yourself. Hey, hey, you stupid. Sense of self caves in again. And you end up with something that kind of looks like this. Okay? So now what you do is you grow up thinking, well, I'm not good at this. as a fact of life, like I am, like this. Am is the verb, is a being verb, like to be. It's just the way it is. So it's just a t-shirt you wear throughout your life thinking, I'm not good at this, so therefore I will not make videos to grow my business. I will not speak at the annual convention to meet the VIPs backstage where they're lined up to talk to me because I'm not good on stage, so I'll stay in the crowd. This channel is about you getting here and then getting on stage. Don't stay in the crowd, okay? We got the tools, tricks, tactics, support, systems, and strategies to help you get it. First come here, and then from here, get out there, kick butt, and take names. So what people do is they then hide behind stuff. So what they do is it's kind of crippled sense of self, kind of like this, right? Crippled sense of self. And they say, okay, let me hide behind, let me have the perfect slides. So I'm gonna go learn a webinar formula, and I'm gonna learn a script by heart, and I'm gonna have the perfect slides. And then you see that dented sense of self, you try it. Everybody sees right through the cracks, right here. But no, see now, the logo on my shirt matches the logo on the slide. So they won't see the big crack in my confidence here. They won't see that I'm fishing for compliments and wondering, oh, am I good enough? Is this okay? They won't see that because I have the perfect suit. I have a brand new hair. My nails are perfect. Whatever you're hiding behind, okay? No amount of power posing, LinkedIn listicles, or trying to puff your chest up and breathe a certain way because you learned some sort of a new biohacking trick will save you against a real sense of inner calm confidence, natural confidence, not drinked confidence, smoked confidence, sniffed confidence, or pill popped confidence. Natural, real, honest to God confidence, which happens from the inside out. Here's the way this works. So the only way you can get there is not from the outside. Okay, you can't take how do you call it, schnee in English? You know, like the thing that becomes a butterfly, like a thing that crawls on the ground. I'm French, by the way, so I've never said that word in English. So you can't just tape wing on that thing and have that become a butterfly. It's from the inside out. So what you need to do is you go inside there with internal tools and you undent the sense of self. When you undent the sense of self from the inside, I'm an idiot, I'm stupid, I can't do this, I'm not this, I'm not that. You undent that, then you can, when you remove it, it's not about becoming full of yourself, it's about showing up as your full self. And when you can just be your full self, anything you add on, then the perfect slides look even better, and then the perfect dress and the perfect suit looks even better. Okay, the same thing as people say, like, what's the best styling advice for men? Workout. The suit will just fit better. Okay, so that's the thing. So when you just take care of this, the internal tools, okay, inner confidence, which has nothing to do with what you say. These confidence tools come before you open your mouth. This takes care of 80% of the ums, the ahs, the not knowing what to say. Who am I to speak to them and all that? It's an internal game. Remember, I know you might not believe me. Okay, well, it's fancy for you to say, easy for you to say. I used to be a chronic stutterer. No sounds would come out of my face. Okay? There's nothing, in my case at least, there's nothing wrong with the voice box of a stutterer. It's the internal game of the fear of speaking out, of what might happen if you go out and speak out. Okay? So nobody's afraid of, I've helped people from 18 to 81 years old get over stage fright. Not one of them was afraid of making sounds with their face or with their hands or moving stuff around. They're afraid of what might happen if they do. Get laughed at, lose face, lose social status. Better stay silent, have people think you're a fool, than open your mouth and remove all doubt. So that's what's going on in here. The game of public speaking is won or lost before you open your mouth. So anyway, I was with the kids, and I started telling them, the only way people can remember what you said is if you wrap it in story. Because then I showed them, I had this in my pocket. Well, not that particular one, this was a few years ago. So there's just melted chocolate in my pocket like that. And I take this out, and this is melted chocolate in a bag. Like, ugh, it's like nobody wants to even like, that's just gross. Well, that's the content. That's the way you place. That's just the meat of what you're serving. Now, if you have just this, they don't want to look at this. But on the other hand, if you only have stories, that's just like a bag of wrappers. Nobody wants that too. Okay. So the way you do this is you take your content and you wrap it in story. That's how you present your content. Bite-sized content wrapped in story. They eat it, forget it, eat it, absorb it, and thank you for it. Because now that you are memory masters, the crowd is not. The only way they can remember it is if you wrap it in story. By the way, I did not tell this to the kids. I got one for the adults here. I got this thing from one of my clients. She teaches older men how to dress to attract younger women. So, for example, in her case, one of her success stories was like when she first, before she works with someone, and like they go out and shopping before she tells them what to wear, and people often think that it's like a father-daughter relationship at the mall or something, wherever they shop. And after she shops with them, people think it's like a boyfriend-girlfriend situation because of the way that they dress. And she got me this thing here from a styling workshop. And the lady was saying, it's not the package that you have. It's not you remain the same. Don't try to change you. Just change the way you present it and you wrap it. So you wrap your content, you wrap yourself in something more attractive to younger women. So that's where I got that trick from. This is also how, in public speaking and what we do here, any story, any demonstration from almost any industry with a small tweak can be used for other tricks as well. So what do you do? How do you do this in 3 steps to not freak out, not forget your words? Instead of having a script or trying to memorize unless you're like Dominic O'Brien is 8-time world memory champion. He can just memorize anything and just go by that. For the rest of us, you can't memorize stuff. You'll forget. You have no idea. If you've never done this, I'm good at memorizing. Yeah, you might be good at memorizing. But when you get on stage and there's someone hot looking at you a certain way in the first row, this can throw you off your game. Phone rings, alarm goes off. Some person, something happens, the door opens, something happens. You're supposed to have a 15-minute slot, but then it's like 30. What do? You just speak slower. The memorization has its place, but not in the chunking of the words. Let me tell you where memorization is a good thing, is you can memorize algorithms. You can memorize formulas. I'll make a video about chunking. So rather than chunking in words or paragraphs, you chunk into the purpose that the section that you're doing has as an effect in the mind of an audience. A bit more complex, but we'll do it later. So the way you do this is you go, first, you stop memorizing words as a concept. Before you open your mouth, you deal with the confidence aspect. If you say, well, I don't know how to deal with my emotions inside and all that, there's a free trial in the Academy. Click the link below, get on the newsletter, get in the Academy, get the free videos, get the training. If your government, that goes for both cameras. If your government has been doing some stupid stuff and your currency is being devalued and you can't afford my coaching, we've got some free tools. We got you. The whole first phase of getting over yourself so you have natural confidence to open your mouth and start going for it, it's all free, baby. We got you, okay? So you do this first, and then your notes. You have notes. I'm not saying you speak without notes. You have notes, but your notes are stories. Yeah, but what stories? I'll probably have 7 videos at least on this channel about how to choose your stories. But the main thing is you want to have from to stories. So you can't have a story that's like, I was depressed, and then I tried to kill myself, and then it didn't work, and then I was even more depressed. Okay, that's no good. And you can't have, man, it was so amazing, I had a great day, and then I found $100 on the floor, and then somebody gave me a cookie, and it was an amazing day. You can't have that. Any type of from to, yeah, but what from to? It depends. Are you selling? Are you pitching? Are you raising funds for your company? Are you getting the company to see the vision? What are you doing? So you need to choose stories that have the necessary switch from that state to that state based on the switch. I can see you getting it now, based on the switch that you want the audience to have in their own minds. Because truth is, we don't have time to do this here, but I'll make some videos about this. The whole thing is hypnosis. Like, we'll go on this later, but whenever somebody hears a story in their mind, they become the characters in the story. And if you tell it wisely, and the way we can teach you is the people in the audience have the transformations, inner transformations and inner perceptions that the characters in the story have. So when you choose your stories wisely, from this to that, and your note is, I don't know, let's say that one of your stories is like, I don't know, the kid story with Dominic O'Brien. My note says Dominic. That's what my note says, Dominic. Now, the memory is the real story of the time where I was invited with Dominic, 8-time memory champion, and I told this about the kids, and the kids, I actually showed this to the kids, I actually showed this to the kids, and I actually showed this to the kids. Now, my note says Dominic story. Okay, so the memory is not the memory of words, it's the memory of what happened in real life. So if you only tell true stories that happened, or if I'm so boring, nothing ever happens to me, if that's not true, I've had so many people come to me with this, and we always find something. But if you really have nothing, well, any movie story will do, as long as it have the from to, and not some B movie nobody knows about. Popular culture that your audience knows, the movie stories, song stories, or anything like pop culture that's going on can be used for these things. So that's how you do it. You stop trying to memorize words, you take care of the internal stuff before, and then you get out there, take names, and your notes are the stories that you need to tell in the order. So just take story 1 with a little link, story 2 with a little link, then you drop the money shot, the demonstration, or the prop, and you wrap up your stories, and then you drop your call to action. Like, I don't know, click the links below. Get all the free tools you can out of what we got. I mean, we got you, okay? Tools, systems, strategies. First, get over yourself. Then get your story straight. Then how to say what you say. And then when you get to that camera, now it's how to monetize your message, how to make more money when you speak, and eventually, with marketing systems, how to make money when you sleep. But that's for another day. Thanks for watching. I've been Sly with Speak with Sly. If you want to know, my real name is Sylvain Haché. I just go by Sly in English because it's much easier to pronounce. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.